Hello and welcome everyone to Matthew and Evan's very first Lancer Media music review podcast. Today we will be reviewing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire by an indie group called Chinatown Slalom. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Evan.
And let's get started. Okay, so the first track on the album is Dr. Marvello and his best friend Corky.
This is definitely one of their stronger songs on their album since they chose it to be their first.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite. In the song, they use an interesting sample.
They use it from a band called Klaatu, which was inspired by the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely hear the sample, but they use it and make it their own in such a unique way.
Mm-hmm. They take it and make it their own.
Yeah, it's very charming, very fun.
You know, it just hooks you right off the bat. Like, once you get into this album, it's just like, wow, this is new.
The next track on the album after Dr. Marvello is Every Minute of the Day, featuring Gal Yote.
This song incorporates ghostly vocals and an infectious groove.
The song is incredibly catchy. I really like it. It's a very nice compliment to the super wacky and super fun Dr. Marvello. It kind of takes it slower, but then it grows towards the end, and then it comes back down, and it's very soothing, very relaxing.
So the band takes a new approach at making music. They include things that many other bands don't, like brass instruments such as a trumpet and trombone, and many different instruments that
the trumpet caught me completely by surprise. I did not expect it, as you never hear trumpet in music ever. Okay, and the next track is a song called Where You At. This song is very fun. It's definitely Kanye West inspired. It's got a sick, attractive bass line in it. And they do something that they did in Dr. Marvello that we forgot to talk about, which is do crazy stuff with their vocals, pitching it up and down. And it's really cool.
One of the most notable sounds about the album is their bass line. They have like a completely, like it's a warm, fuzzy bass line. It's just something that many bands don't do. They consistently stick with the same sound of their bass throughout the entire album.
The tone is fantastic.
It's one of their constants throughout the album, which makes it enjoyable.
Definitely consistently good bass line.
I can't tell what they're going to say, but I know it won't be very nice.
Okay, so the next song on the album is Just Love. This song also incorporates really good bass lines, but it's one of the more poppy songs on the album.
It's very chill.
But Matt here doesn't like it.
Yeah, no, I personally don't like it very much. I mean, coming from the first 3 tracks, it's very fun, very charming, and then they take it down a bit, which I guess is what the album needed, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't move me, it doesn't get me as excited as the other song.
Is it just love? I gotta know. Something got deep inside that night.
I still think this is one of their better songs, actually. It just, it's kind of a different approach to their new sound that they're coming up with. It's more of like a laid-back song instead of like a in-your-face song.
I mean, I agree with that, yeah. That might be why I don't like it, though.
Yeah, maybe. I guess it's an acquired taste.
Gotta ask, is it just love? Is it just love? Is it just love?
Okay, after Just Love is the interlude in the album called Ricky's Song. Evan doesn't like this one.
Yeah, I personally don't like this one. It's a good interlude. It kind of calms down the album, and you can do anything after this song. You could give a new sound after it because it's like relaxing, and it's just basically a break in the album.
It is interesting if you look at the trajectory of the album and like the energy. It starts out very high and then it gets low and then it goes a little bit up, but then it eventually comes back down again. And Ricky's Song is kind of the very bottom. I think it's the least amount of energy. It's
very peaceful with the arpeggiated synths.
It's serene. I really like it as an interlude. I think it fits very well.
Yeah, it is a very good interlude.
Okay, starting the second half of the album is Bullets on a Screen. I really like this song. This song is really cool.
This is actually one of their most popular songs on both Apple Music and Spotify.
What are we gonna do?
And it's just a really good song, you know. It starts out with a really, really cool bass line. You kind of don't know what you don't expect what's about to come, but then in comes the vocals and this really, really cool harmony, where the harmony actually shines over the main lead vocal. It's really interesting.
I think this is definitely one of their more stronger songs on the album. You can obviously hear that they took a lot of time on this song.
It's very well crafted.
I'm on the run. What are we gonna do?
Okay, so the next song on the album is 8:30, and it takes a completely new approach to the album. It takes more of like a heavy rock type sound.
Yeah, I said Dr. Marvello was my favorite earlier. I gotta change my mind on that. I think 8:30 has definitely gotta be my favorite.
It just takes a completely new turn on the album. It isn't like a synthy pop song, no like upbeat. It's like
It's
a
dark.
It's a very dark, ghostly song.
I know, it's so cool, and the guitars are like nice. Okay, the next track on the album is Dreams. This is the third to last track, and
Personally, I'd say it's one of the most heavily sampled songs on the album.
it's
Like,
pretty heavy.
the album like incorporates sampling into every single song, but you can definitely hear all the different samples that they use in this one. It's quite obvious.
I can go
But I think they use it to their advantage. They make the song very upbeat, very bright, but also dark at the same time. It's moody, it's happy, it's weird, but I like it.
out there looking at me, fade into the back.
They definitely on this song use their voice in a different way on all their other tracks.
Yeah, instead of lyrics and stuff, they're using more ums and ahs, and it's very cool.
They're using harmonies over that too with each other. It's just a new type of vocal. They definitely changed how they're singing in this song.
Okay, the next track is their lead single from the album, and probably definitely their most popular song from this album.
It's personally my favorite song on the album. It's amazing. I can't even describe it in
And
another way.
it's the title track, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This song is amazing in every way possible.
And it uses unheard of sample from like the most obscure things. I don't even know what most of the samples are from.
Yeah, and the mixing is amazing, and something that we haven't talked about so far is the production, and on here, the production really shines. They did such a good job.
And the production, they don't actually like they're not in a professional studio. They are in their own apartment building.
Their own house, yeah.
That's actually one of the most amazing parts of the album. That they can make an album sound this good with their own equipment that they bought themselves and not professionally mixed.
Yes, it's surprising how good it is. They're a small group of people from London living in Liverpool in a house, and they don't have a professional studio, they don't have a professional producer. All they have is what they have, but they make this album sound fantastic.
It would be interesting to hear in the future what they would sound like though if it was professionally mixed.
This is unfair. Who wants to be a millionaire?
And that brings us to the last song on the album, called People Always Say What They Want.
People always say what they want, but I don't know if I don't know.
And it works, man. It really works. I love it. I think it's a great way to end the album, as it starts out super upbeat, super fun, but then it ends on a really chill note.
I know, and when they start the song, they don't actually have like any actual instruments in there. They purposely make it sound like not bad quality, but it just has that kind of aesthetic to it.
I think it's time to go home.
Kind of a grainy texture using snaps and claps.
And also at the end, towards the end, they just drop down and it's just voice. It's really nice. And that brings us to the end of the album. And we, as a collective mind, would give this album a 7.5 out of 10.
So thank you guys for listening to our entire podcast. We'll probably have more in the future.
Thank you for making it to the end of our podcast. We are now done talking about Chinatown Slalom's debut album, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I don't know if I don't know. People always say what they want.